The Broker with the Heart. I apologize for this odd angle, but I wanted you to see that screen, and I'm hoping that you can see some of it, even though it's not going to be visible because it's a little bit far. But just to give you an idea, that's what it looks like up close and personal. That's the platform that we use to actually incorporate some of the facts and figures for a potential offer and possible clients. I just came from showing the property that I was telling you about, and now they're asking me to prepare an offer for them, and that's what I'm doing. I'm working on the details. So some of these details, as you'll see, are as simple as this: logging on, opening up the file, and putting in the information, and as complicated as some of the other things that have to happen in between, which is I have to open another screen here to see the information that they actually sent me. So that information is this buyer, buyer one, and as you can see, I'm working off of this information so that I can go to the next screen and do it more simply that way. So buyer one, and since it's first, last name, and all of the above, I'm going to take a guess that the first name is one and the last name is the other. So this is part of what has to happen in between the other things that I do, as I've mentioned to you several times. While we're doing one thing, showing a house, we also have to do the other, which is preparing a contract when that time comes. And it just so happens that this particular buyer called me from in front of the house, asked me if they can see the house, and I went and I showed them the house, all within the span of half an hour, and here we are now preparing an offer for them. So that's how quickly things happen in this industry. Sometimes I have several properties that are taking a little bit longer, but that's a different story. So again, I'm just showing you this because I want you to see that there are steps involved in between, and right now this is one of those steps, which is to fill in the right spaces, put in the right names, and add the right parties. So in this case, there's two parties: buyer one, and that was the first one, and buyer two, which is the next one. Buyer two is right here, and it says it is husband and wife, and they have different last names. So again, if that's what they have, that's what I'm writing. And again, this is just the way it gets done for the time being, simply because if you notice, I'm doing this on the computer electronically, and some of this is being done independent of my conversation with the client. But I have spoken to the client, and the client authorized me to do everything I'm doing right now. At the end of the day, when I'm finished with everything, they will still have the final say because they have to review the contract that I mentioned before. If it's 27 pages, if it's 17 pages, it's the pages that it will be when I go to the actual transaction. So as you can see, a lot of details in between, and some of this is just the norm for anything and all things that have to do with real estate. So if you're looking to buy, sell, finance, or invest in, not that I don't want to show you the rest, but it's a lot of details. I don't want to give you the insight on something that I have to do without sharing with you that this is the sort of stuff that you'll see behind the scenes. And if I can be of service to you with any of the properties that I'm selling, by all means, look me up. MaxMyHouse.com, the broker with the heart. Until next time, signing off for now. Oh, my number, 650-746-4607. The Broker with the Heart.